Hello everyone, I'm here to present my MN623 assignment. I'm going to start with my PPT. I'm going to share the screen now. So myself, Saad, I'm going to here to present my MN623 assignment part B. So here's my feedback of my assignment 1A. So first of all, I'm going to tell the importance of the ethical hacking. The written definition is appropriate, but it should be justification should be done in a way from the more resources than the data from the taken, and the several security testing tools should have been like the one I used was so generic. So it should be done on the professional industrial tools which are available in the market. And the three testing tool, the data was appropriate, but somehow there was like spelling mistakes which should be resolved in a way the instructors feedback there would be identified sentences which were not correct. So basically the tools I have used for my testing is the first one is nmap and the second one is netsparker. So yeah, I'm gonna tell about the vulnerabilities, how we can exploit in the nmap. So first of all, we're gonna download the nmap from the following link. Once we're gonna install that, and we're gonna target the vulnerabilities of the specific IP address, and then we're gonna press enter. The last step is to review the result. After scan is complete, the output is given by the nmap, and will state all of the potential vulnerabilities, including any CVEs and exploitations in the link, as you can see in the picture. And then I will tell you about the vulnerabilities, about the NetSparker, how we can exploit that. So yeah, we have to generate exploits for the vulnerabilities in the NetSparker standard. We have to do it like open the NetSparker standard, and from there we have to from sitemap and issues panel then select SSS and CRSS vulnerability. And as you can see in this screenshot, and yeah, we're gonna select vulnerability, then we have to click the generate exploit, we have to save in there, and we can save the location, and we can have a view of HTML file in the save location. And these are the references. Now I'm gonna explain physically about my both testing tools, security testing. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen now. I'm gonna share the screen of my Kali Linux now. I'm gonna tell about nmap. So first of all, before beginning of that, I'm gonna tell about the nmap, that how that why we use the nmap. So nmap is basically an open and a free resource of the software used for the scanning and identity of the network. If we find the open ports or find scanning, the services and the VIA number running on the particular port. So first of all, I'm gonna put an address. So it's gonna start scanning now. So it says it has one IP address, and it has scan in 3.29 seconds, and it has 0 hosts in there. And I'm gonna clear now, and I'm gonna tell you about more that I'm gonna put some random site that is more than Indian baby names. So while it is scanning the things, so yeah, it's basically a open source of that, and it has a very good role playing in doing in scanning that. So while doing that, I'm gonna just stop the screen and stop the recording. When it's gonna done, I'll be back there. So yeah, it's back now. So it's already given answer. So it's showing, as you can see, the port, the state, and the service in there. And it's starting the nmap. It's like a kind of version, and it's the detail of the port, state, and the service. As you can see, if 22/tcp, it's the state is open and the service is SSH. And then I'm gonna tell you about more about that. So I'm gonna tell about the now the version number scan. So I'm gonna put the nmap. So in the meanwhile, it's scanning the things. So I'm gonna tell you about what is actually a version scan number. So basically, the SV means the scan version. As a penetration tester, it is an essential to scan the version number in order to see the any exploits occurring in the particular URL. So in the meanwhile, it's scanning the things. I'm gonna stop sharing the screen now, and I'll be back soon. So it's done now. I'm gonna share the screen again. So yeah, as you can see that it's now processed, it's now scanned, and you can see that it has 987 closed ports, and you can see the port, the state, and the service, and the version, the which one you're using. It has like 21/TCP, and the state is open, and the service is TCP wrap, and the version is over there. And so I'm gonna give another example that I'm gonna put in like I'm gonna tell you about the service info, that aggressive scan, about that. And I'm gonna put it again, nmap minus a, and the same thing. And in the meanwhile, I'm going to tell you about aggressive scan. Is basically is useful to foresee all of the details of the scanning. It usually these things allow the directions and the routing of that, displaying all of the hosts of SSH, and followed by the display of TCP version in there, and the ports of the HTTP service, and the title of the website. So I'm going to tell you about more, that basically the aggressive scan is not the different between the scanning the version, and it has a plus version. It has a plus thing, that it has a version of there and details of the version. So for example, this is going to show the host key details, PHP version of the port, and the HTTP server, and HTTP title of that. So in the meanwhile, it took a bit time to scanning. I'm gonna stop sharing the screen, and I'll be back soon. So after scanning that, I just got this thing. As you can see that I just put like modern Indian sync baby names, and you can see that you can see the port, the state, the service, and the version. If you're gonna pick one, if like it's like 22/TCP, and the state is open, and the service is SSH, and the version is open SSH 7.4 protocol 2.0. And if you're gonna scroll it down, it has say that it has MySQL and HTTP, and execution is not done to debug that. And at the end, the service is detection performed. So I'm next gonna tell about the NetSparker. I'm gonna stop sharing the screen now. Hello, I'm gonna tell you guys about the next NetSparker now. I already put the HTTP thing in there. So I'm gonna start scanning now. So I'm gonna allocate this thing. If it's reachable, I'm gonna start scanning it. I'm gonna put it not now. So I'm gonna allocate it again. So here you guys can see that it starts scanning it now. The activity is going on, and it's everything is going. And it's if it's there, you're gonna see the issues in there, and in this box you're gonna see the vulnerabilities in there. And it has a low, medium, and a high risk in there. If it's critical, it's gonna pop in there. And as you can see that the vulnerabilities, we can see it now before scanning, and I'm going to select one in there to see the vulnerability, that's what is going on. And we select the medium one, and it's HTTP strict transport security policy not enabled, and its certainty is medium, and the URL is already put in like from the start. The vulnerability details are already in there. The NetSpark identified HTTP link, and all the details are already in there, as you can see that. And the remedies that are configured to web server to the things in there. And as you can see all of the things, if someone knows the coding, and if someone gonna jump out from there and gonna ask the HTTP request from there and can hack your system as well. So here's the browse view of that. And at the end, we can see that it's not working in there. And after that, I'm gonna stop scanning, and after that we can generate the report in there. And yeah, we can have a record after scanning that, and you can do it by yourself. So that's all from my side. Thank you very much.